Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello students, welcome to Commerce online classes. So in the previous class we had discussed about some concepts related to the government budget and the economy, that is about the classification of receipts, revenue receipts and capital receipts. Let us discuss about how the tax imposed by the government is impact on our economy, or how this taxation will changes in the income leads to the changes in the aggregate demand. Changes in tax and change in aggregate demand through the heading changes in the tax and change in the aggregate demand. What are the impact of changes in the tax and changes in the aggregate demand? Changes in the tax leads to the changes in the aggregate demand. So how the change in the tax rate? I said in India progressive taxation system is there. What is this? Progressive taxation means on the basis of disposable income of an individual, on the basis of particular individual's income, tax imposed by the government. When the income is high, then tax rate is also high. When disposable income decreases, tax rate also reduces. So due to the change in the tax, delta T, change in the tax. How this tax rate changes? It is because of change in the income. Change in the income. Change in the income leads to the change in the tax. Thus, when the income changes, that leads to change in the tax rate. For example, income is too much high. Income is high, then tax rate is also high. When income is high, tax rate is also high. If the income is less, income reduces, then tax rate also reduces. So in India we said about progressive taxation existing. On the basis of disposable income of an individual, tax is levied by or imposed by the government. Understood, I think? So these changes in the tax leads to the changes in the aggregate demand. Changes in the aggregate demand. Aggregate demand means you know that total demand. Aggregate demand means total demand. So how this change in the tax leads to the change in the demand? When there is change in the tax, disposable income also changes. For example, if the tax rate changes also, income changes also, tax changes. For example, if the tax rate changes also, that also impact on the disposable income of an individual. If the tax rate increases sky high, then individual savings reduces. Thus, demand for the commodity also reduces. When the tax rate is less, reduces, during this time demand for the commodity increases, because income in the hands of the individual is more when the tax rate is less. This we can explain with the help of one figure. Through this figure, you are going to see how the tax rate, due to the change in the tax rate, how the aggregate demand changes. See here, OX axis is income and output, represents income and output. OY axis represents aggregate demand. AD means aggregate demand. Aggregate demand means total demand of an individual. Understood? Thus, what are those? This is aggregate demand curve. Both are the aggregate demand curves. Aggregate demand curve. This 45-degree line is there. It shows about the income of an individual. Income of an individual. Y. Income of individual denoted by Y. Y means income. Income always equal to the aggregate demand. Y is equal to AD. Y is equal to AD. Here Y is equal to AD. Means income should be equal to the aggregate demand according to the economic concepts. But due to the any variations in the tax rate or income, that leads to the variations in the this aggregate demand. If the income changes or if the tax rate changes, both impact on the economy. So what is this aggregate demand? How the aggregate demand calculated? On the basis of C plus I plus G minus CT. CT means tax rate, consumption and tax rate. Thus, AD is equal to C plus I plus G. C plus I plus G means C means consumption expenditure, I means investment expenditure and G means government expenditure minus CT. CT means tax minus CT. AD1 means C plus I plus G minus CT1. So what are these means I will explain while explaining the diagram. See properly. So for example see here properly, dotted lines shows income of an individual when the income is OY level and changes in the income to OY1 level. This is E, equilibrium point. So when the aggregate demand intersects income line, effective demand arises, E2, E1, equilibrium shift from when the income changes, equilibrium also changes as we studied in the previous chapter. So see here students, in the above diagram OX axis represents income and output, and in this diagram OY axis is about the aggregate demand. So if there is any cut in the tax means reduce in the tax, disposable income increases. Cut in the tax leads to the increase in the disposable income. We are assuming that economics is full of assumption. We are assuming that reduced tax is reduced. Minus CT is there, means reduce in the tax. Suppose the tax reduced 5%. Earlier is going to pay the 7% tax. Now tax reduced to 7 to 5%, deducted, reduced. Each cut in the tax leads to the increase in the disposable income of an individual. When the tax rate reduces, then the income of individual increases. Thus, when income increases, earlier income is OY, so due to the reduce in the tax, income shift from disposable shift from OY to OY1, OY to OY1. So while disposable income increases, it is due to the cut in the tax or reduce in the tax. So what are the impact on economy? What are the impact on aggregate demand? So earlier aggregate demand, when the income is OY, aggregate demand is and income line intersect at point E. At point E. E is the initial equilibrium point where you can see income line is tangent to the aggregate demand curve when the income is OY. So, due to the reduce in the tax, income increased from OY to OY1, income increased from OY to OY1, it is because of cut in the tax. So, the equilibrium point shift from E to E1, equilibrium point shift from E to E1. Why? Because aggregate demand increases. Earlier aggregate demand is AD, this one initial equilibrium is E, income is Y, and Y is income line tangent to aggregate demand in the initial stage. So, 50% demand is there. When tax reduced, again people go for consuming more and more and more. Thus, their demand in the society or economy increases. All consumption, investment, every expenditure increases. Overall, aggregate means total expenditure increases in the economy. That leads to the increase in the demand first. Thus, demand curve, initial demand curve AD shift from AD to AD1, AD to AD1. So, this AD1 is there. Here also what kind of investment they are going to do means consumption expenditure, investment expenditure, government expenditure minus CT1 means it is because of reduction in the tax rate from one amount reduced in the 1 minus MPC. Thus, equilibrium when the demand increases AD to AD1, equilibrium point shift from E to E1. New equilibrium is E1 at line AD1. When the income shift from OY to OY1, then equilibrium point shift from E to E1, it is because of change in the aggregate demand. So, each cut in the tax or reduce in the tax imposed by the government that leads to increase in the disposable income of an individual. Government going to reduce the tax, it is because of with the intention of welfare of the people. Understood, I think. So, vice versa impact is also there. For example, I said when the tax rate decreases, income increases. When the tax rate increases, vice versa, tax rate increases, that leads to the reduce in the income. Thus, AD to AD1, whatever the shift in the demand decreases from AD1 to AD, equilibrium point shift from E to E1, reverse effect. So, I hope you are understood this concept. So, new equilibrium increases E to E1 and the new higher level of income is Y to Y1. I hope that you understood this concept. Change in the tax leads to the change in the aggregate demand. Change in the tax leads to the change in the aggregate demand. If any deviation or any cut in the tax single %, it may impact huge amount on the individual or total demand of the economy. So, in the next class we are going to discuss about the public debt. What is this public debt and what are the impact on economy? Thank you.